All right, ladies, I have Carolyn here from Clean Colonic, and we're talking about that monthly pesky cycle that we have.
Yep.
And you know, some of us are luckier than others, and you had a really tough time with your menstrual cycle.
Yeah.
And colonics was actually the thing that saved you.
Yep, totally. I started my cycle when I was 17. I had really bad cramps. I mean, I would go to school and then I would come home, and my mom thought I was just making things up because my sister had no issues with her cycle. And I remember one time I came home, I was so sick, and my dad actually took me to the emergency room because he didn't know what to do with me, poor guy. And I got a shot of Demerol in my butt.
Wow.
Because that just kind of made it feel better. So
Sure.
fast forward, the doctor's saying, well, if you go on birth control, then that's going to help your period.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and then like 6 months later, I ended up getting blood clots. So I couldn't take that. So then I just started to like suffer. I remember taking like Motrin every month, something to help mask the symptoms, because it wasn't just like heavy periods, it was just like that intense cramping.
Yeah.
So developing all these things, cysts, fibroids, endometriosis, and then I went back to my doctor. I was like, you know, I'm 30 something now, right? I have to do something. She said, well, the only thing we're going to be able to do is get a hysterectomy. So I literally started saying goodbye to my uterus. I was like, oh, look, I've tried to keep you. And
You're like, listen, bitch, this is just not working out. Somebody's got to go, and it's going to be you.
yeah, it's like 2 good days out of the month.
That's terrible.
So I, you know, and then I was swollen. I was just so painful. I literally was like, okay, you got to go. And then a friend of mine was like, why don't you try and get a colonic? And I was like, why? 2 separate areas? How are they even related? But I did. Out of desperation, I said, well, I'll try this one last thing, because I spent 20 years trying to figure it out. I went vegan. I did different diets, all these things that they say to stay away from when you have menstrual issues. That didn't work for me. So long story short, I got the colonic. I did 7 sessions, and I had so much stool coming out of me. I didn't really, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that I was so full. And then I kept on going, and the very next month I had no problems with my cycle. It was the first time I ever had like a normal period.
So please explain why a colonic could clean up your menstrual cycle.
Well, one, I didn't realize that I had stuff that was stuck in there. So I don't know if it was like the pressure, you know, the fact that the body wasn't communicating. I don't really know what it was, but it's like, I want to tell my story because so many people are maybe just like me. They're going to go out and get the hysterectomy, or they're going to do an ablation.
I'm learning from all of this that we're talking about is that a colonic is definitely a place to start for your health and wellness.
Yeah, 100%.
For any category.
Yeah.
If anything is not quite right, just start here.
Yep. And that's the reason why I started the business, because I was like, oh my God, I wasn't constipated. I had no idea that I had so much stool inside me. I was like, the whole world needs to get a colonic, and I need to educate people. And now I'm on a mission to like, wait, before you do anything drastic to your body or whatever, just give it a fresh start.
And it's not a big deal.
Yeah.